Okay, so solving and graphing inequalities. So we've got x with a less than symbol. And remember that, if you go back to what you learned in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, Pac-Man always eats the larger number, right? So if I drew an alligator or a Pac-Man with that mouth opening, the mouth is going to open to the larger one. So in this, it's saying x is less than. When I'm graphing that, that's going to show an open circle. And it's basically saying that I'll shade to the left. So the value's less than whatever number I would have right here. If x is less than or equal to, then I'm going to have a closed circle shaded to the left. If x is greater than, then I'll have an open circle shaded to the right. Now if x is greater than or equal, I'll have a closed circle shaded to the right. So, what our assignment does, it asks us to solve simple inequalities, use the same steps as you would use for solving equations. To use the above table, your variable must be on the left side of the inequality sign. So if the coefficient of a variable is negative, then you must reverse the inequality sign when you multiply or divide. So again, the only time I change the direction of my less than, greater than symbol is when I multiply or I divide. Okay? So those are those basic rules. I know you've heard those in the past. We're just going to take this a little bit further by doing the graphing. Okay? So, if this had been an equal sign, what would be my first step? What would I have done on the homework assignment from Tuesday?
-3.
Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to subtract 3. Okay, am I multiplying or dividing? Am I doing either one? Am I multiplying or dividing? No. Okay, and because I'm not multiplying or dividing, I'm not going to change the direction of the symbol, but the +3 and -3 cancel out. I'm left with 5x less than or equal to 5. Okay, now, is my coefficient negative? The part in front of the x? No. My next step is going to be to divide, but I'm not dividing by a negative number. So do I need to change the direction of my less than, greater than?
Yes.
It's not negative.
Oh,
And notice that it says, if the coefficient of the variable is negative. Is that negative? No.
we don't.
So I'm not going to change the direction this time either. So x is less than or equal to 1. So on my number line down here, I've got the negatives on this side. These are positive. Here's 1. Now, it's less than or equal to. And so if it's less than or equal to, I'm going to make a closed circle. And x is less than 1 or equal to, so I'm going to go this way. Now, some teachers will actually do the shading on the number line itself and make the dot there. That is fine. Or for me, I kind of like to see it up above. It's easier for me to see it that way. Not quite so messy. Okay, so let's look at 2. Or B. Okay, what's the first thing I want to do to both sides, Tori?
Multiply 2.
Okay. That undoes the division. So whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So A plus 2. Did I divide by or multiply by a negative number? No, so it stays the same. So A plus 2 is greater than negative 2. Okay, so my next step, I'm going to subtract 2. I'm subtracting, I'm not dividing or multiplying, so sign won't change there either. And A is greater than negative 2. Now, since I didn't have an equal sign, huh? Would it be negative 4? It would be. Y'all gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to me. Okay, so A equals negative 4. So this time, am I going to have a closed circle or an open circle? Open. Okay. A is larger or greater than negative 4. So we're going to shade this way. Alright. Why don't you guys try C and D? And then we'll come back and look at that in just a second. We'll do it together. But give it a shot first, and then we'll look at it together.